Hello everyone and welcome to Hello everyone and welcome to week 4. Hard to believe we're almost at that midway point of our first class together. This week there is quite a bit more reading, so I'm going to open up the class just a little bit earlier this week so that you have more time to complete all of the readings, since we all have both of our textbooks now. So let's take a look at what we have for the week. You're watching week 4 video, so you can check that off your list. There are 2 videos. We're going to start diving into a little bit about running records. So the next couple weeks until our face-to-face class, we're going to be just giving you a little bit more information on running records. And then during Saturday 2, we will actually go ahead and practice quite a bit conducting running records. If you do not have a running record kit, I just want to give you a heads up to see if you can find an example or bring a kit from another building. If you're stumped and you can't find one, reach out to me or to Terry Fanta, and hopefully we can get you a couple samples. I'll give you more details on exactly what you need to bring, but just kind of figure out where you might be able to get some of those resources so that you can preview them and then use them actually during the Saturday too. So as far as reading for this week, there are 2 Moodle books. Those are those little green books that live inside of Moodle. They're just questions for you to ponder prior to reading within the text themselves. You don't need to respond to them or anything. They're just there to kind of probe thinking. And then for reading this week, we are going to read from our first book that we've had, Literacy in the Early Grades. We're going to read chapters 5 and 6. And then out of the Fort book, the Absolutely Not Another Reading Test book, chapters 4 and 5. And what you'll find is that they're very complementary to each other. These chapters talk a lot about the difference between phonics, phonemic awareness, how do we build those emergent literacy skills, emergent reading skills, and then what are some of the ways that we can facilitate that learning. And that kind of stems off of our Saturday 1 conversation about different ways to approach in a balanced literacy format. So you'll learn a little bit more about guided reading and shared reading and read alouds and so on. So those of you who are kind of still looking for some additional information to put into your presentation, you may find some helpful tips there. And then once you've done, I would suggest doing read the Moodle books, read all of the 4 chapters, and then go ahead and do the 2 posts. Within each post, there are several options for you to respond to. So pick the one that you feel most comfortable discussing or that you want some feedback on, and check on each post. I did stagger them a little bit as far as when to do the initial post, and all final posts are due back on Saturday. And in the Fort book, at the end of each chapter, since it's a study guide book, there are questions there. So if you want to do those questions right now, you can go ahead and pencil those in or do them on a sheet of paper. But they're optional right now. I'm not going to expect you to turn those in to me, or I'm not going to grade them or look at them or anything. If you want to maybe save them for closer to when you're actually going to take the Fort, go back and reread some of your highlights that you have in there, and then take the quizzes at that time. You may want to consider doing that as well. So whatever your learning style is, I will leave that up to you. So let's take a look at other information that you need to complete for this week. There's nothing really to do, but it's just a preview, a sneak peek for you as to the running record assignment. That is one of the signature assessments that Jeanette talked about when she came on Saturday. So just giving you an idea about the details of that, and we'll talk more about that during Saturday too, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. And then keep working on your presentation for Saturday too. So if you're still working with your group to refine either your presentation or your one-sheet handout, I will be having a spot in the Cyber Cafe that I will open up closer to Saturday too. So nothing to upload yet, just hang on to it, keep working on it. And that should keep you very, very busy for week 4. I told you we would really start ramping things up, and so I'm holding true to my words. Again, if I know life happens sometimes, so if you do have something come up and you're feeling a little overwhelmed, just reach out to me so that way we can make plans to adjust for life. And otherwise, it was great reading all the responses that you've shared already so far, and keep up doing your great work with the postings. They've been very insightful, very thoughtful. I love how you respond back and forth to each other, so thank you for all of your dedication to the course so far. So as always, feel free to reach out via email, and if you have any questions. Otherwise, see you in a couple of weeks. Take care.